Welcome to virtual story time, not quite live, and it's Halloween edition. We clap and sing hello. We clap and sing hello with our friends at story time. We clap and sing hello. We stomp and sing hello. We stomp and sing hello with our friends at story time. We stomp and sing hello. We wave and sing hello. Hello. We wave and sing hello. Hello with our friends at story time. We wave and sing hello. Hello. Welcome to virtual story time. Not quite live, and it's the Halloween edition. Okay, so guys, we're so excited because our craft for next week is going to be candy corn. Yum. Maybe not everyone likes candy corn, but aren't they cute? Isn't this cute? That's what you guys will be making with the craft materials that you pick up next week. So don't forget, stop by and get the craft because it will be so much fun. Well, as you guys know, Halloween is right around the corner. I'm sure a lot of you are excited about all the candy you're going to get. So, it's going to be a fun time. Now, here are the books that we're reading for today's story time. And we have some songs as well. Everything is going to be put in the description, so feel free to sing along. There Was an Old Monster, ooh, by Rebecca Adrian and Ed Emberley. Dino Halloween, Lisa Wheeler, illustrations by Barry Gott. Click, clack, boo! A Tricky Treat by Doreen Cronin and Betsy Lewin. Hooray for Halloween, Curious George by Margret and H.A. Ray. And finally, Bad Kitty, Scaredy-Cat by Nick Bruel. Well, guys, without further ado, let's get to it. I know you guys are excited. I'm excited too. We're going to read first, There Was an Old Monster. And we all kind of know the format of these type of stories, right? You've heard of the old lady who swallowed pretty much everything. I don't know how she's still alive, but guys, she is. Because they keep making books about her. So this one's about a monster. And he swallowed quite a few things. There was an old monster. So it goes to the same tune, of course, right? There was an old monster. Rebecca Adrian and Ed Emberley co-wrote this book. There was an old monster who swallowed a tick. I don't know why he swallowed the tick, because it made him feel sick. No. Well, what does he swallow next? Next, that old monster, he swallowed some ants. Oh my God, he took a big chance when he swallowed those ants. Wow. Because, man, those ants had him dancing in his pants. Scratchy, scratch, scratch, scratchy, scratch, scratch, scratchy, 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 scratch, scratch, scratch. He swallowed the ants to catch the tick, but it didn't do the trick because he still felt sick. Oh, man. Well, then that old monster, he swallowed a lizard. Yanked open his gizzard and he swallowed that lizard. He swallowed that lizard to catch the ants. He swallowed the ants to catch the tick. Ooh, sorry. He swallowed the lizard to catch the ants because, man, those ants had him dancing in his pants. Scritchy, scritchy, scratch, scratch, scratch. He swallowed the ants to catch the tick, but it didn't do the trick because he still felt sick. No! Well, things aren't working quite well for this monster. Next thing I know, he swallowed a bat. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Next thing I know, he swallowed a bat. Could you imagine that when he swallowed the bat? Well, He swallowed the bat to catch the lizard. He swallowed the lizard to catch the ants, because man, those ants, he had him dancing in his pants. Scritchy scratch, scratch, scritchy scratch, scritchy scratch. Then he swallowed the ants to catch the tick, but it didn't do the trick because he still felt sick. Whew, that's a mouthful right there. Well, then that old monster, he swallowed a jackal. I swear I heard him cackle when he swallowed that jackal. Whoa, well, he swallowed the jackal to catch the bat. I don't see, oh, there it is. To catch the bat. He swallowed the bat to catch the lizard. He swallowed the lizard to catch the ants. Because, man, those ants had him dancing in his pants. Scritchy, scritchy, scratch, scritchy, scritchy, scratch, scratch. He swallowed the ants to catch the tick, but it didn't do the trick because he still felt sick. Well, then he went and swallowed a bear. You should have been there when he swallowed that bear. Why? Why is he swallowing a bear? Well, he swallowed the bear to catch the jackal. He swallowed the bear to catch the jackal. Swallowed the jackal to catch the bat. He swallowed the bat to catch the lizard. He swallowed the lizard to catch those ants. Because, man, those ants were making him dance in his pants. Well, scritchy, scritchy, scratch, scratch, scritchy, scratch, scratch. He swallowed the ants to get to the tick, but it didn't do the trick because he still felt sick. Whew. Well, now this old monster, he felt like he was dying. So the next thing he tried was to swallow a lion. Okay, dude, what world does that make sense? All of a sudden, there came a great roar. And that monster was no more. Oh my goodness. Scritchy, scritchy, scratch, scritchy, scratch, scritchy, scratch, scritchy, scritchy, scratch. Wow. There was an old monster. Whew, my goodness, y'all. I don't know what to say about this. Let's move on to our next book. This one's called Dino Halloween. Yay! Maybe a little less intense than the old monster who swallowed everything and then, yeah, the lion took him over. This book is by Lisa Wheeler. We all love dinosaurs, right? Or at least most of us do. Come October, ooh, that's now, nights are longer. Moon looms bigger, winds blow stronger, air is crisper, leaves are falling, Dino Halloween is calling. Yay! Hay rides, pumpkins, so much fun. The dinos spot a field and run. Pick a pumpkin off the vine. Mini-Me hollers, this one's mine. Compy's choice is just his size. Someone want to help me, guys? Fat ones, thin ones, tall or wide. A Patasaurus can't decide. No, this is such a hard decision. Back across the ground they race. Time to carve a pumpkin face. Some are cute and some are spooky. Trudon's looks kind of kooky. Iguanodon has no finesse. He's smeared with pumpkin. What a mess. Grimace grin or smiling wide. A Patasaurus can't decide. Wah, wah. At night, beneath the full moonshine, nervous dinos stand in line. They shiver at the shrieks and moans that echo from his haunted home. Each terror hangs onto his twin. Packy wears an anxious grin. They all hold hands and step right in. Ghosts and ghoulies. Screams and bumps. Flashing lights and jittery jumps. Gruesome clowns and graveyard stones, skeletons with clacking bones. Triceratops is terrified. T-Rex squeals and runs outside. The other ones make it to the end. They know the spooks are just pretend. Pretending? Costumes take a lot of thought, somewhat homemade, somewhat bought. Raptor stuffs his clothes with hay, a scarecrow made the easy way. Maya makes bright wings herself, Galley creates a magic elf. Tricera is a clown this year, T-Rex wears his hockey green. The story flows with Halloween, frightful costumes, masks of green. Packy tries on wigs and hats. The twins swoop down as vampire bats. Diplo likes the black feline. Aloe chooses Frankenstein. Pirate, penguin, beast or bride. Apatosaurus can't decide. I think I'm seeing a recurring theme here. Apatosaurus can't seem to make a decision. I wonder why. They head down to the costume ball. It's party time for one and all. Minnie plays the ring toss game. Wowza, she has perfect aim. Apple bobbing makes a splash. The twins join the three-legged dash. So much activity on these 2 pages. This party's jumping. What a bash. Let's get down to the monster mash. The monster mash. Do, 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 do. Was the monster mash. The monster mash. Dancing dinos feel the beat, move their arms and stomp their feet. But soon it's time to trick or treat. Homes are decked for Halloween. Cobwebs set a spooky scene. Jack-o'-lanterns stand in rows. Eyes and grins cast eerie glows. There's a cauldron, there's a broom. Look, a witch's potion room. Dinos run from door to door for candy, yes, but so much more. Shiny apples, bags of chips, popcorn balls, and waxy lips. The Taro twins get quite a scare. How'd a toothbrush get in there? They were expecting some candy and they got a toothbrush. That's a big no-no on Halloween, huh? Pushed from hitting every street, the dinosaurs want something sweet. They stop to see a patasaur. What do they spot inside the door? What do you think a patasaur finally decided? Let's find out. A fretful giant on the floor. Chocolate bar or popcorn ball? Popcorn ball. A patasaurus wants it all. Caramel swirls or candy corn. A patasaurus feels quite torn. Tips the bucket open wide. A patasaurus can decide. Yay, he made a decision. The dinos walk home with their friends. They're sleepy as the evening ends. They drag their bags, they stretch and yawn. Halloween has come and gone. Whew. I took the yawn too hard. They look up to the harvest moon, hope their tummies still have room. For what? Thought it was time to go home. Oh, because Dino Thanksgiving is coming soon. Oh, that was great. That was Dino Halloween. I hope you guys liked that title. And we're going to now do a song, another song. This one is If You're a Monster and You Know It. Oh, that should have been right after the monster book, but it's all good. So we're going to do If You're a Monster and You Know It, okay? And it's to the tune of If You're Happy and You Know It. And the lyrics, I believe I added the link to the song, to the different songs that we have. They're all from one page, so you can just, search through for If You're a Monster and You Know It. If you're a monster and you know it, clap your paws. If you're a monster and you know it, clap your paws. If you're a monster and you know it, and you really want to show it, if you're a monster and you know it, clap your paws. And if you're a monster and you know it, stomp the floor. And if you're a monster and you know it, stomp the floor. If you're a monster and you know it, and you really want to show it, if you're a monster and you know it, stomp the floor. And if you're a monster and you know it, give a roar. Roar! If you're a monster and you know it, give a roar. Roar! If you're a monster and you know it, and you really want to show it, if you're a monster and you know it, give a roar. Roar! Hopefully you guys have a better roar than I did. All right, let's get on to the next book, which I will not butcher with my really not so great roars, but I'm sure that you guys have like the best roars in the land. I believe it. And if you guys want to, stop by and like let's hear your roar impressions. Best roar wins the bragging rights. Okay, so we have Click, Clack, Boo! A Tricky Treat by Doreen Cronin. Click, Clack, Boo. Click, Clack, Boo. How's that type? Farmer Brown does not like Halloween. Witches give him nightmares. Pirates give him shivers. Jack-o'-lanterns flicker spooky shadows on the wall. Whew. No, he is not feeling it. Farmer Brown leaves a bowl of candy on the porch, and he puts up a do not disturb sign. He draws the shades and locks the door. Don't bother Farmer Brown, because he's not having it. Okay, here's your candy. Leave him alone. But in the barn, the Halloween party has just begun. Prizes for most candy eaten, the scariest boo, loudest scream, and best costume. There is a crunch, crunch, crunching as the mice scurry across the field. There is a creak, creaking as the sheep slowly push open the barn door. There is a tap, tap, tapping as the cows go to the window to let the cats in. Farmer Brown does not like the sounds of Halloween night. He checks the lock on the door. He peeks through the window. There is a dark creature standing beneath the trees. Farmer Brown runs to his room, pulls on pajamas, and climbs under the covers. Not today, not today. He hears the crunch, crunch, crunching of the leafy footsteps heading toward the house. Who do you guys think this person is? And then there's a creak, creak, creaking on the old boards of the front porch. Who is this person? Then a tap, tap, tapping on the front door. Let me in! Farmer Brown pulls his covers tight. He hears a quack, quack, quackle in the crisp night air. Quackle? Farmer Brown jumps out of bed. The porch is empty. The candy bowl is gone. There's a new note on Farmer Brown's door. Halloween party at the barn. Farmer Brown runs to the barn. Hold up. They're having a party in the barn? There's a creak, creaking as on the old boards of the front porch, and a crunch, crunch, crunching of leafy footsteps heading towards the barn. And then there's a tap, tap, tapping on the window. Uh-oh. Farmer Brown is like, what is going on right now? Best costume goes to... Ooh, Farmer Brown. Happy Halloween! Maybe he might like it this time now that he's gotten best costume. And he didn't even try. He didn't even try hard at all. All right, let's do 5 little pumpkins sitting on a gate. 5 little pumpkins sitting on a gate. 5 little pumpkins sitting on a gate. The first one said, oh my, it's getting late. The second one said, there are witches in the air. The third one said, but we don't care. The fourth one said, let's run and run and run. The fifth one said, let's have some fun. And Ooh, went the wind, and out went the lights, and the 5 little pumpkins rolled out of sight. Bye, pumpkins. Oh, hope you guys like that one. That was a really funny one to me. Okay, guys. Next book. I'm trying to make it through everything in order to give you guys time to enjoy your day. Hooray for Halloween by Curious George. Sorry, featuring Curious George, a character created by Margret and H.A. Raines. This particular title was written by. Oh wait, I think it was actually written by them. They just yeah. So there you go. Here we go. This is George. He was a good little monkey and always very curious. One day, George and his friend, the man with the yellow hat, were on their way to a party at Mrs. Gray's house. You guys think they're going to have fun at this party? Probably, right? But we know something's going to happen with George. George couldn't wait. He liked parties, and he was looking forward to seeing Mrs. Gray. But when the door opened, George didn't see Mrs. Gray at all. He saw a witch. Don't be afraid, George, said the man with the yellow hat. This witch is our friend. The witch took off her mask. It was Mrs. Gray after all. Oh dear, she said. Did I forget to tell you that this was a costume party? I think she did. George had never been to a costume party before. Inside, he saw more people he knew. They were all wearing costumes. There was his friend Betsy, dressed up like an astronaut. And was that Bill? Why, he looked just like a mummy. George wanted to wear a costume too. I have some dress-up clothes upstairs, said Mrs. Gray. Would you like to use them to make a costume, George? Mrs. Gray took George to a room with a big trunk filled with clothes. Borrow anything you like, George, she said. I have just the thing for your friend downstairs. George tried on a lot of costumes. The first one was too big, the second one too small, the third one was too silly, and this one was too scary. No, thank you. At last, George found a costume that was just right. George was a rodeo cowboy. He wore a vest and pants with fringe. He even had a lasso and a hat. If only he could see himself in the mirror. George was curious. Could he see himself if he jumped on the bed? No, he needed to jump higher. Hello, George. No more monkeys jumping on the bed. George bounced on the bed just a little, but he still couldn't see. Oh my goodness. He bounced a little more and a little more. Soon, George was having so much fun he forgot all about looking in the mirror. He bounced as high as he could until... Crash! George bounced off the bed. He smashed into the night table and got tangled up in the tablecloth. Suddenly, everything went dark. George heard the people downstairs gasp. What was that? Was it a ghost? A ghost? George didn't want to meet up with a ghost alone. He dashed out of the room and down the hall. He wanted to get back to his friend in a hurry, and he knew the fastest way. Okay, so George is he's gonna get away from that ghost. He hopped onto the stair rail and sailed down the stairs. No! Someone screamed. Everyone turned. They looked scared, and they were looking at George. The ghost must be right behind him. Run! Oh, goodness. George flew off the rail and landed plop in the arms of the farmer. But it really wasn't a farmer. It was his friend, the man with the yellow hat. Soon everyone stopped looking scared and started to laugh. Oh my goodness. That's not a ghost. That's a cowboy, laughed a policeman. That's not a cowboy. That's a monkey, giggled the princess. That's not just any monkey, said Betsy. It's Curious George. Yeah, we love Curious George. Everyone clapped and cheered. They liked George's Halloween trick. You gave us a good scare, George, said Mrs. Gray, and I'm glad to see you found some interesting costumes. Now, why don't you take your ghost outfit so you could join the party? After the guests bobbed for apples, lit jack-o'-lanterns, and played some party games, prizes for the best costume were handed out. Sorry, I don't know why I struggled over that sentence. Prizes for the best costume were handed out. There was one prize for Betsy, one for Bill, and two for Curious George. You were the best ghost and the best cowboy, George, said Mrs. Gray. Oh, those are some fun gifts they have. Jack in the Box. Everyone had a good time at the party, especially George. Too soon, it was time to say goodbye. Good night, George. Happy Halloween. That was a funny one. I like that. Like, I'm going to be a cowboy. No, I'm going to be a ghost. Okay, guys, I've got one more song for you and then one more book, and then I have to let you go. I know. You guys are sad, but it's okay because, we'll have one more virtual story time before we come back for in-person story times on Saturdays. But you can always join us on Tuesdays and Wednesdays at 10 a.m. Until the end of October, and Wednesday evenings at 5:30. And we like to do story times then, so come join us. All right, so this is the last song. It's called Trick or Treat, and it's to the tune of Mary Had a Little Lamb. You know that one, right? Here we come to trick or treat, trick or treat, trick or treat. Here we come to trick or treat, knocking on your door. Please give us candy. Please give us some candy sweet, candy sweet, candy sweet. Please give us some candy sweet, and we will say thank you. We we wish you. Wait, it kind of seems like this last part is like, we wish you a happy Halloween. We wish you a Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. We wish you a Halloween. Now we'll scare you. Boo! We wish you a happy Halloween. Oh, sorry, guys. Anywho, that was Trick or Treat. Hope you guys enjoyed that one and are able to sing it better than I did. No shade. Okay. Last book for you is Bad Kitty, Scaredy-Cat. Wait, how's a bad kitty and Scaredy-Cat? I don't know. It kind of seems like. Anywho, this book is by Nick Bruel. Let's read this latest adventure from Bad Kitty, or this Halloween adventure. She wasn't always a Scaredy-Cat. She used to be an angry kitty, a brave kitty, a clumsy kitty, a daring kitty, an energetic kitty, a fearless kitty, a gallant kitty, a heroic kitty, an inept kitty, a jumbled kitty, a kittenish kitty, a loopy kitty, a muddled kitty. That's a lot of kitties. A numb kitty, an outraged kitty, a powerful kitty, a quick kitty, a resolute kitty, a strong kitty, a tough kitty, an upended kitty, a vexed kitty, a wet kitty, an exasperated kitty, a youthful kitty, and a zestful kitty. So these were all the things that described this kitty. But then, one dark and foggy night, something terrible happened. Ding dong! Out of the darkness and into her doorway appeared the most horrible and frightening creatures Kitty had ever seen. Trick or treat! She saw all of these frightening creatures. An awful alien, a bizarre Bigfoot, a creepy clown, a dreadful dragon, an evil ectoplasm, a frightful Frankenstein, a ghastly goblin, a hideous hag, an intimidating invisible man, a jarring jack-o'-lantern, a killer kraken, a loathsome lion, a monstrous mummy, a noisy Neanderthal, an odious ogre, a putrid pirate, a quirky Quasimodo, a rusty robot, a scary skeleton, a toxic tarantula, an Uncle Murray, a vile vampire, a wicked wolf, an extremely exotic X-ray creature. I'm gonna say an X-ray. A yucky yeti, and a zany zombie. I guess I could see how Bad Kitty became Scaredy Kitty. And that's how she became a scaredy cat. That's how she became a very, very scared, scared, scared little kitty. Poor kitty. Poor, poor kitty. But then, oops, I dropped my candy. That's when she saw it. That's when she saw apples, bubblegum, candy corn, dried fruit, English toffee, fudge, gumdrops, hard candy, Italian truffles, jelly beans, kiwi fruit, lollipops, marshmallows, necklaces, oranges, pretzels, kinte candy, raisins, strawberry licorice, taffy, unsalted nuts, vanilla cookies, white chocolate, wax lips, whew, yellow bananas, and zoo animal crackers. Oh my goodness. She's seeing all the yummy snacks. Kitty decided any bad kitty, she would be a very, very bad, bad, bad kitty. She attacked the alien, battered Bigfoot, clobbered the clown, demolished the dragon, eradicated the ectoplasm, flattened Frankenstein. Ugh! Not on the goblin, harassed the hag, injured the invisible man, jostled the jack-o'-lantern, kicked the kraken, lambasted the lion, mauled the mummy, nullified the Neanderthal, overturned the ogre, pinched the pirate, quashed Quasimodo, ruined the robot, smashed the skeleton, tackled the tarantula. Out of my way! I'm Bad Kitty. Upset Uncle Mary. Vanquished the vampire, whacked the werewolf, extinguished the X-ray creature, yanked the yeti, and zinged the zombie. No one's gonna mess with me. I'm Bad Kitty, no longer a scaredy cat. Hooray for Kitty! All by herself, Kitty had managed to chase those horrible creatures back into the night. Kitty decided there and then that she would never be a scaredy cat again. Woof! Never! Except maybe when the dog catches her off guard. Maybe. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me for virtual story time. Not quite live. And these are the books that we read today. There Was an Old Monster by Rebecca, Adrian, and Ed Emberley. Dino Halloween by Lisa Wheeler, illustrations by Barry Gott. Click, clack, boom! a tricky treat by Doreen Cronin and Betsy Lewin. Margret and H.A. Ray's Hooray for Halloween! Curious George. And finally, Bad Kitty, Scaredy-Cat by Nick Bruel. Thank you guys so much for joining me for story time. I hope you guys enjoyed this. And this one will also replay on Halloween Day. So if you miss it, it's okay. You'll catch it again. All right. We wave goodbye like this. We wave goodbye like this.